Sharon, we're getting a look outside right now, and it's looking, well, a little breezy to windy out there. You're going to see choppy conditions on the water. A few people out and about on the pier, and temperatures tonight really starting to plummet. We're currently in the 50s right here at the broadcast center in Studio City. Radar showing you a bit of cloud cover, but things are starting to clear out, and that's actually what's going to make for cooler conditions tonight. Generally, the cloud cover insulates us into the overnight hours. That won't be the case tonight. All of that heat we got from earlier today, which wasn't much, is going to continue to escape into the overnight hours. Tracking a few raindrops and a few snow flurries to our north and to our east, but looks like we're looking at mostly dry conditions. Again, does look to be like a very dry storm. This has been the case all along. But again, the bigger headlines tonight, the very windy conditions and of course the very cool conditions out there. We've got high wind warnings in effect. We also have wind advisories in effect, a high surf advisory in effect, and finally checking in with that frost advisory that's in effect for the interior portions of Ventura County. We're expecting sub-freezing temperatures, and even if we're not looking at a frost advisory in your neighborhood, we're still looking at very cool numbers. In the valleys, we're talking 30s. At the coast, could potentially get down to the 40s, which in fact is very cold for the coast. And wind-wise, again, we're looking at windy conditions, as we mentioned earlier. Gorman still looking at sustained wind speeds at 29 miles per hour. Palmdale, 17. We're going to have the rest of your forecast more on the wind and a warm-up coming up in just a little bit. Yeah, back to you.
All right,
I look back at your script, it says nationwide. I
Nationwide.
missed that part, so that makes a little more sense.
Payway. What is payway?
I'm not quite sure.
Chinese.
Oh, is it Chinese? Okay.
Asian, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Good.
Learned something new tonight.
yeah, I should.
I learned something, you know?
Anyway, oh boy, winds.
Yes,
Lots
wind,
of winds and cold
major
temperatures.
wind. Yes, it's windy, it's cold. Those are the big
We
headlines.
just have one
of the
day
night.
of this, though. That's the good news.
Yeah,
One day,
well,
right?
you don't want to give away the whole forecast.
Did I?
No,
All right.
no.
Sorry.
I'm just giving you trouble. Yes, one day, and then we're expecting calmer conditions. But I will tell you, it's still going to be cool for now, even though we are bracing for an eventual warm-up. We'll tell you exactly when we're expecting that, where, all coming up in a little bit. But first, we want to take you outside this evening. And as we do, getting a look over the basin, over downtown. Take a look at this. I know, right? It was so cloudy earlier today, but it eventually started to clear out. And these clear conditions are actually leading to cool conditions. We're dealing with these very cool conditions tonight. So as a result, we're basically looking at temperatures in the 30s and the 40s into the overnight hours. And by tomorrow, still looking at things, well, on the cool side. So we're going to show you what to expect by then. But we are technically on storm watch because we're still looking at this. Well, the rest of the storm system passed through. The front passed through earlier, but we're still looking at windy conditions, windy northwesterly gusts actually up to 80 miles an hour in some spots. A chance of showers, well, at this point looks like we're just looking at a few showers to our north and to our east. So again, very minimal. We barely got anything at all. And that was really the case all along. It was never going to be a big rainmaker. Could maybe provide us with just a few flurries of snow. Snow levels are very, very low, 2,500 feet. But the problem is we don't have a lot of snow at this point or a lot of moisture that will provide us with any of that snow. But there is a chance we could see a few flurries as we head into the overnight hours, and temperatures, well, sub-freezing temperatures. In fact, we even are looking at frost advisories, but that's for Ventura County. So again, looking at very cold conditions into the overnight hours. You're going to see cool conditions out there tonight. Earlier today, we made it to 81, average is 70, so we were above average for this time of year. Actually, no, that was the wrong number for you, but we'll get that fixed for your 5-day forecast. Let's jump ahead to that, and you're going to see we're clearing out, we're warming up, and we're expecting more warming in the forecast as we head into your Friday. We're cooling down as we head into your Saturday, and by Sunday, little cloudier, little cooler. Don't forget, it's spring forward. Set those clocks forward an hour already.
Sunday?
Yeah, you're losing an hour of sleep.
What?
Yep. Yep.
We just fell back an
I
hour.
I know.
Sleep as
Well,
it
we're
is.
falling forward, so we're going to keep reminding you of that all week long. Back to you guys. Cold and windy conditions out there. How long will they last? We'll have all the answers coming right up.
Evelyn Taft.
Very cold. Sharon Tay.
That was an introduction, I
That was
think.
an introduction,
Thank you.
of.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll take it. I thought I'd give you an introduction back, but I'll take it back. I was a pass. Speaking of Peyton, you know. Anyways, All right, yes, it is cold, and we're going to tell you exactly how cold. Right here at the broadcast center in Studio City, 53 degrees. The camera shaking a little bit as we take a look at it. Looks like it's our Hollywood Hills camera overlooking the basin, and it's blurry because of the wind. So it's not just you, it's not just me. It's blurry. So yes, it is windy out there. That's another big thing going on tonight. We've been looking at windy conditions pretty much all evening long. That's going to continue into, well, at least the next few hours. Take a look at radar right here. Just a few showers, but they're passing to our east over Barstow right there. Looks like we're really not going to get much in the way of rain or snow. Maybe a few drops, maybe a flurry, but again, for the most part, it's dry. It's just windy and it's very cold out there. We've got high wind warnings in effect through midnight. We've got wind advisories. We've got frost advisories over the central coast into Ventura County right there. And we've got high surf advisories along the coast as well. So we're pretty much in for, well, a pretty rough night. So wind-wise right now, let's take a look. 27-mile-an-hour sustained wind speeds for Gorman. You'll see the basin at 7 miles an hour, and wind gusts earlier today, very impressive. Lake Palmdale earlier gusted at 62, now 55 was the latest reading. Oxnard 39, Camp 9 49, Lancaster 51 miles an hour. So very impressive wind speeds from earlier today. Again, wind advisories and warnings starting to expire around midnight. Then by tomorrow, we're much calmer, still cool. We're warming up through Thursday, warming up even more so through Friday, and then cooling it down as we head into Saturday. And by Sunday, expecting a little bit of cloud cover as well. We're going to show you what the basin and, of course, the valleys and the mountains look like. That's all coming up in a little bit. You'll see the basin warming through the weekend and then cooling by Sunday. And don't forget to set your clocks forward an hour. Back to you.
Okay, Ev.